Hi, I'm Ad Professor Tom, and I talk about sales, advertising, leadership, and the truth. For the past few weeks, we've been talking about cancellations, and today's subject in cancellation is so much more important than any of the others in many ways because this really is where the rubber meets the road, and how we handle it separates us from everybody else if we do it right. Like I said last week, for the majority of our clients, they really want to keep going. They don't want to cancel. They want a solution. And for many of them, we can find those solutions. But then there's a small fraction of an ugly side. And those are the clients who are offering you excuses because the truth is they want to get rid of you for somebody else. They want to take the money that they spent with you and committed to you for the year, for the quarter, for whatever, and go over here to this competitor who's offered them some shiny new thing that may or may not get results, but it's a special one-time offer type of thing. Many clients can get wooed by a special deal. If your competitive immunity is high, many of them find that money from somebody else. But you're not level 5 competitive immunity with everybody. So maybe you're going to have to deal with hearing a client tell you that they're going to cancel. They're not going to come out and tell you, I'm taking this money over to so-and-so's, because they remember the rules that you've been educating them on. You need to be very forceful but self-controlled. Until now, a client has not given you a reason to believe that anything is wrong. So take the high road. Ask more penetrating questions. They may not give you the answers, but if you smell a rat, you're probably right. They may tell you that there's a cancellation because things aren't going well or something to that effect. But if they're canceling their ads with you and running ads with others, that's a good sign that things aren't that bad. Especially if they weren't doing a particular advertising venue and you hear them in the car on the way to the office in the morning or in the early morning news while you're eating your Cheerios. That's not a good feeling, and I've been there. But if you do know that and believe strongly that a client is offering you an excuse, you hold the rules. However, if indeed, like I described last week, a client is offering you conditions, there are particular issues that require them to not advertise because they can't take the business, they don't have the people to handle the business. I mean, there's, like I said, hundreds or thousands of things that could happen. Be willing to forego your own rules to work with conditions. The rule is work with conditions, not excuses. If you know a client is giving you an excuse, you need to follow through on the expectations that you set out for them because you've been talking about it early and often. But if they're offering you conditions, have a good heart and work with them. You'll be glad you did, and your competitors aren't, and you will come out of this thing way better than them when it's time to come back on the air.